All right, so in this video, we are going to recreate this ClickFunnels funnel using HighLevel. I absolutely love HighLevel because while it's not the best at everything, it does a lot of things really well. And once you learn how to use it, funnels is one of those things that it allows you to do very well. Here's the funnel. It's a funnel hacking sales page. So what better way to hack a funnel than to hack a funnel hacking funnel? I'm going to recreate this top portion and then convert it into a landing page where it has a pop-up, an email form, and you can use that for whatever you need it to. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we want to do is go to our HighLevel account. In Sites, I'm already in Funnels. And in this case, I am going to create a new funnel. Another good thing about HighLevel, it literally comes with tons of templates. In a lot of cases, you can find a template that kind of has the look and feel that you want and then customize it. But for this exercise, we are starting with a brand new blank template. So I am going to give this funnel a name. Let's call it Funnel Hacking Demo. We are going to start completely from scratch. One thing about hacking a funnel, you want to be patient, you want to take your time, and you want to make sure that everything is working how you want it to work. So I click on the funnel hacking demo that I created, and let's add a new step. Again, this is a blank page, and we'll call this Funnel Hacking Demo Home. Now, I don't encourage you to hack somebody else's funnel and use it as yours. The reason I'm showing you this is to show you what's possible when you know how to use HighLevel. A lot of times I will look at other funnels as inspiration, and if the funnel has elements that I like, then I'll grab certain elements in the code, meaning the styling, and I'll add it to the funnel, and you'll see that here in a second. So again, we're creating a blank canvas. I'll be going back and forth between this page and the page that we're building. Looking at this page, it has a full width navigation bar. So we'll start with a full width. I already have the colors, so I'll grab my colors for the background. The navigation for the background is this hex. Let me show you how I got this hex in a second. Now you can give it a name. You can call it a nav BG color. You really don't need to do that. Let me show you how I got the color. I use ColorZilla in Chrome. Pick a color from the page. Once it finds a color, just click and it automatically copies that hex to your clipboard. And then I just add it by going to background color. I add a custom color. So here's our background color. Let's go back to the funnel. You see the logo here on the left side, and then 2 items in the navigation and then a button. So I have to recreate that. So I will make this 3 columns. I'll add an image here for the logo. Don't worry about that yet. I'll add a button here. And then for this element, I'll go down till we find navigation menu. All right. Of course, it doesn't look like the ClickFunnels page yet, but we'll get to that. Now, I am hacking this page, so I'll be using elements from the page. But again, I will not use these elements in one of my personal or professional projects. I'm just showing you how you can duplicate any funnel style using HighLevel when you know what you're doing. So for the image, I already have that logo. There's the logo. For the button color, I already have the button color. It is 0098FE. So I'll come to the theme. Also, HighLevel has certain themes of buttons. I pick one that's pretty close and then I customize it. So we'll go with this one for now. We'll change this background color to the actual color of that button. We'll add it. The button text is get tickets. I'll get the exact font and size. So again, this is a plugin that's called What Font on Chrome. I hover over the font. It gives me the font face and the size. So this is the Enter font, size 16 pixels. So I'll come to the font drop down, custom font, and I'll see if Enter is one of the fonts. And this uses the Google Fonts library, and Enter happens to be one of the fonts. It does not have subtext. Desktop is 16. And it says get tickets. So that's what mine will say. Get tickets. Now I could have made this all caps by typing it in caps, or I can come to advanced, come down to, where is it? There it is, text transform. Hit uppercase, now it's uppercase. If you notice, this button has a rounded edge. I can right click and go to inspect on this element. And you see that the border radius is 5 pixels. I could also just copy that style, but for now, I'll just change the border radius on my button by coming to advanced again, come down to border, full border, border radius, 5 pixels. This button is sort of thin too, so in the advanced again, I'll change this vertical space to 10 pixels. And that should be pretty good. I'll increase the width to 25 pixels. There we go. So it's coming along. Again, it's not perfect, but I just want to show you what's possible. I'll remove some of the padding on the section. So the green, when you highlight and you see green, that's the section of HighLevel. And I am decreasing the padding in the section to 5 pixels above, 5 pixels below. Now I'm selecting the actual row, and I'll decrease this padding as well. I'll make that 0. I can also decrease or increase the size of the columns. If you look, this logo is about, if I hit Command-Shift-4, just roughly, it's roughly 242 pixels wide. I can click on the logo and change the width to 242. I'll also shrink this column size a bit. I'll shrink this one a bit. Here we go. Now in the navigation, when I click on navigation, it allows me to select the element, which is the navigation here. I'll remove this drop-down menu. As you can see, this has 2 items, facts and member login. So I'll delete one of our navigation items, and then I'll change this one to fact. None of this matters right now. I just want to show you how to get the elements and member login. I don't need this logo. So in the navigation menu settings, I'll turn off the logo in the menu. Go back to the ClickFunnels funnel, take my What Font tool, click. It tells me that the font is Manrope. The size is 20. Navigation, custom font, drop down, see if Manrope, yep. And the size is 20. Now, something that you'll understand as you work in HighLevel, even though you can basically get all of the elements and features, and move myself out of the way. the elements and features of this, sometimes it will take custom styling to get everything exactly. Like I can tell you right now that you need custom CSS to get this font, which is Montserrat, this bold. This is a 900 font. Now, I don't need this business name. Also, I want this background to be transparent. So in navigation, I come to background color, make it transparent. We're not doing mobile today in lieu of time. I'll come back and do another video later, how to optimize for mobile, but I just want to show you how to recreate this. Obviously, we need to change the color of the items and the hover color, white. Now we'll save and we'll preview. Now, so far, so good. It's some differences, but you get the point. We don't want that hover on that background on hover. So we will turn that to transparent. Now, when we hover, I refresh. There we go. So far, so good. Not exact, but good enough. You can always come back and tweak things. This should be full width. There we go. Make it full width. All right. Next element. This image you can see this background. I've already grabbed the background. I've already grabbed this image and you see a thin border. That border, I think I already have that color as well. It's about the same blue. So let's go ahead and make these elements. For this, I will create an additional section that is full width. For the background, I'll grab the background again. I already have the image. And I will make that image, I don't want it parallax, which means it freezes. I want it full center for now. And then I'll add a row inside of this new section. I'll make that row one column. And then I'll add an image, not an image feature. I'll add an image to this section. I already have that image as well. Now there's the image. I will remove padding in this image and around this image so we can take up as little space as possible. Now let's see what we have. Save, preview. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Not exact, but good enough for you to start making some changes, some tweaks to get this exactly how you want it. Let's see what else is in here. You see this funnel hacking logo, kind of, it has a negative margin and rises up into this image. So let's go ahead and make that. So I'll add an additional element. Let's add an image. Let's grab the funnel hacking logo again. There's that image. Now, two things. It's too large and it's below the image. I want it to be a little bit smaller. If I hit Command-Shift-4, I'm on a Mac, I can measure roughly this image width is about 790. So I'll come back to my image. I'll change the width to 790. And I will give this image negative margin. I'll remove the padding. Margin top. Let's start with negative 100. Let's see how that looks. Save, preview. It's starting to come along. Not perfect, but good enough. Next element is the rock concert of marketing events is back. Let's see what this font is. I take my what the font tool, hover, is Manrope 33, and I can grab the color here. So I will add a subheadline, and the wording was the rock concert of rock concert. As you can see, we can't see the text yet. That's okay. I just copied the hex code, paste it. This font, Manrope, is 33 pixels and it's all caps. So inside of the font editor, I go to Advanced, Text Transform, uppercase. Back to General, Custom Font. We already used Manrope, so it's already here. And the desktop size was 33. It is starting to come along. Now let's add the header. Montserrat, size 70 pixels. See, it's 900, and HighLevel does not have that. So you would need to add custom CSS to get it to look like this, which you can do, but I will not do it in this video for the sake of time. But I will have every element that I use, the custom styles, in the description of this video. 70 pixels, white. So let's copy this. Come back to HighLevel. Let's add a headline. Paste it. Bold is white. Font size is 70. Let's see how it looks. It's coming along. See this subtle border? I'll come back and add that in a little bit. All right, next. This is Carla, size 34. So I'll copy this. Come back to HighLevel. Let's create a subheadline. Paste it in. Color is white. Bold color is also white. See a line break after the word in. So that's what we will do. Hold shift, hit enter. That gives us a line break. Top is not bold. And the font is Carla. Let's see if we have Carla. If not, we have to find one that is similar, and we have it. The size of this, I forget, 34 pixels. Desktop font size, 34 pixels. Save and preview. If I were building this in production, I wouldn't be previewing this much. I would build it and then tweak it. So it's coming along. Again, not perfect, but it'll do for this exercise. Next element, button. So let's add the button. Let's see the characteristics, for lack of a better term, of this button. Montserrat 36. Again, weight 900. HighLevel does not have 900 as an option, so you will need CSS, but we will make it bold. Secure your FHL ticket. Now we'll add a button. Let's add some margin above that button, say about 30. Advanced themes. Let's pick one that's similar. Let's use the same one. Secure your FHL ticket. And now you enter an emoji for the arrow. You could use, let me show you. You could use the icons, and we could do after. So we have on the button settings, we have an icon picker before and an icon picker after. Let's see if that one is there. There it is. To be honest, I just like to use emojis at times because I can add spacing how I like it. But we'll stick with this for now. The subtext, I'll copy it. See if it'll let me copy it. Come back in the button subtext. It copied everything, but I'll delete what I don't use. I forgot the size of the font. 36 above, 22 below. Desktop size was 36. Sub on desktop was 22. Now, this button on the actual page is a lot wider. I could do full width, or I could do full width on the button, or I can find the characteristics of this button and modify it. So let's inspect. So the padding left and right is 130 pixels. Top and bottom is 20 pixels. But I don't believe HighLevel will go that wide in terms of horizontal spacing. Let's see. So I click on the button. I did notice that the border was 5 pixels. The border radius was 5 pixels. Horizontal space does not go to 130. The vertical space does have 20, so we have that. Let's see what we can do. Here's a tip. We don't have the width to create the button exactly, so here's something we can do. We could literally create a new column. We can change the width of that column, and then we can drop this button inside that new column. Let's get rid of some of the padding and margin and all of that. And now I will make this button the entire width of that new section. If that's too wide, here's what I can do. I can grab that section. I can come down to the width, and I can decrease the width. Let's see how that looks. Refresh it. Now, not too bad. I can now decrease spacing, work on padding, all of those things to make this page look more like this page. See how close the button is to this subheadline? See how far this one is? So let's change that. Let's get rid of the padding. Let's get rid of this bottom padding. You could even sometimes if their elements are too close, it won't allow you to select them individually. So what you do then is you come to Elements, Manage, find the button, we can decrease the margin. There you go. Most of these tricks you learn as you practice. To keep practicing. All right, looking good. Let's add that light border. So I'll come to the navigation, come to advanced, and all I want is a bottom border. I don't want it 3 pixels. I want it 1 pixel. Let me see if I can grab this border color. I don't think that's the exact color, but it'll work for now. So I add that. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it worked. Not too bad, not too bad. Again, there are some differences, but this is, again, practice just to show you what's possible. I believe in using other people's funnels as inspiration, though. I don't take their whole funnels, which is something you can do in HighLevel. If you have a ClickFunnels 1.0 funnel, if you view the code, let me show you how you can tell if it's ClickFunnels 1.0 or ClickFunnels 2.0. If I view the page source, I'm on my page, sorry. If I view the page source on the actual funnel, this is how you can tell if it's a 1.0 funnel or a 2.0 funnel. If it says statics.myclickfunnels.com, it's a ClickFunnels 2.0 funnel. You cannot import those funnels into HighLevel. If you find a ClickFunnels 1.0 funnel, I think I have one open here. This gentleman is a very skilled funnel builder, but I believe this funnel is on 1.0. This is how you can tell if it has ClickFunnels-com, BG cover, et cetera, That's a ClickFunnels 1.0. 2.0 says static.myclickfunnels.com. 1.0 says ClickFunnels-com, etc. In that case, you could copy this URL, go to HighLevel, and import that funnel into HighLevel, just like that. Only do it for inspirational purposes. Do not steal somebody else's funnel. This video is for informational purposes only. Just showing you what's possible. Let's add this element and the video element. For this, I will add a new section. It's difficult for me to click that plus, so I'll come to sections. I'll add a new section, make this full width. Same background as above. That looks different. So I will grab this background color here. Pick color from page. Click. There we go. So I add the video element first. One column. I'll make this, let's say, 80%. Add element and video. I remove the top and bottom padding of the video. And then we will add, even though you see a background around that, we'll add a subheadline. We'll move it up. Change the text to white for now. Now we can add the background element. I'll grab this color. As you can see, it has an effect on it. We won't worry about that for now. We'll just grab the color. We're still on the sub headline element. We'll change the background color to what we just grabbed. From there, I will add top and bottom padding of about 5 pixels. I also like to add at least 10 pixels left or right. Just on mobile, it gives a little more breathing room. See this spacing between the video and this element? We don't want that spacing. Now it touches completely. And I'll copy this text. Let's see what the font is. It's Color 22 and it's white. It's also bold. 22. Custom font. We've used Color before. There it is. And it has a speaker icon. So I'll come down to icon selection. I'll say speaker. There it is. Icon is black. We want it white. So come down to icon color, make it white. It's coming along. Now, as you can see, this is wider. Not a problem. We just come back here. Elements, manage elements. Actually, let's manage the rows. Here, let's make that row 90. And just like that, we are full width on that element. As you can see, this shadow around the video. You can right click, inspect. This is on Chrome. And you can find, if you're patient, sometimes it's a little trickier than others. You can actually find the shadow and everything. But I have some shadow code. Let's find my shadow. There we go. Let's just pick one. Now I will come to settings, custom CSS. I will paste this shadow in the shadow CSS. Then I'll save it. Let's see if this will put shadow on this element. So I come to advanced. I just type the style name. It did put a shadow around it, but I don't like that shadow. Let me just show you how it looks. See, it put a shadow around it. I don't like that shadow. It's not blurry enough and it's white. We don't want that. See that blurred dark shadow? I could grab the shadow color, or I could play with the CSS. Box shadow. You know what? Let's just make it black. There you go. See how it went black? Now, there's a border around it. I don't want that either. But for now, in the interest of time, we'll leave it, and then I'll put the shadow code in the description. Oh, I know why. Because we put the shadow around the container and not just the video. So let's see if we can fix that. Don't want that padding on the video. Let's see if that added it. Here we go. Probably can't really tell, but there is a shadow around just that video. That will do for now. Let's look at what else so we can, this video is getting kind of long. Don't want it to be too long. So let's add these elements. So we have a headline, then a subheadline. Headline. Let's put some spacing underneath this video. Let's add a subheadline. And then let's get the wording. Level up your online business. That is size 43. It's also white. 43. Was it caps? Nope. Make sure it's Montserrat. Yep. And then the bottom text is in Carla. It's size 24. Very light, 200. I know HighLevel doesn't have that setting. So again, that would be custom CSS. Let's see if it would allow me to grab this color though. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Now let's copy the text, exit what font. I copy because it's faster than trying to type. Did not get the size. Carla 24. Custom font, Carla 24. Now, in this case, I will add a new section for this portion. And we will end the video at this point. I think you get the picture of what's possible. So we will add the same background color. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So we'll add a row, 4 columns. And this background, I already have that image as well. And we will make this, there's the background. Let's see how it looks. You don't see the background because we haven't added any elements. So let's just do this. Make a full border, 5 pixels. Oh, 1 pixel, 5 pixel radius. And let's put some elements in it. Over 12,000 attendees. Call it 50. Over. Is that right? Man rope 24. And then 12K is call it 50. 24. Man rope. That color is the one we pulled. Headline 12K. Bold as white. $50. We'll clone this, slide it down. I think it said attendees. Now let's see if you will start to see the background come alive. Here we go. So there's the background. Let's do full center. That may work better. There you go. So it's starting to come alive. Not perfect, but you take your time, you fix all of the elements and everything, you'll see how you can turn a HighLevel page into a ClickFunnels funnel page. If you're not very creative, you know how to design, but you're not very creative. Sometimes you need inspiration. You can grab inspiration. The last thing I do want to do is show you how to put this element. I will include this. I made it in Canva. Before we do that, let me put those bottom elements in. That's 55. We got the dreamers of the day. And then this bottom, man rope 29. Color is this one. Shouldn't be bold. That's why. Let's make it capitalized. And it's 29. Now, for this last component, we'll add 2 sections just so you can see the effect. Keep this white. I added 2 sections in this row. I will add 1 column row, and then I will add an image. That image, I already have it. I will make that, let's say 200. That'll work. On this image, I will remove all padding. In this section, I will remove all padding. Everywhere, I remove all padding. Just to be safe, I will put a margin at the top of -1. And you should see there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you can hack any funnel from any site. This was a ClickFunnels example made in HighLevel. It's not exact, but with some tweaking, you can make this page look exactly how this page looks. I hope you learned something. Feel free to leave comments, ask questions. Before we go, remember, done is better than perfect. Just get it out there, do something, and then you could tweak along the way. So believe bigger, fail forward faster. Done is better than perfect. This is Doc signing off. I'll see you in the next video.